Welcome everybody to another Boldcast reaction. It's weird. Oh shit. Welcome everybody to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto episode 83. What happened last time?
Last time we got... Oh shit, we watched 2 episodes last time. Last time was Naruto was getting ready to go with Jiraiya because Jiraiya thought that Naruto might be in danger, especially with the Hokage gone. It might not be a safe place for him to just be hanging out by the village, and Kakashi needs to focus on Sasuke instead. Mm-hmm. Also, Jiraiya got offered to be Hokage. Well, he didn't get offered, he kind of got told, but he said, no, I'm gonna go look for Tsunade.
The other Sanin.
Yeah, Sanin. I forget what that means, or if they've like sort of...
San means 3. It's like literally the number 3. And then Nin is like ninja, but it's also person.
Setup is falling apart.
Jesus, this temporary setup is so flimsy. Yeah, so Ningen is like person, is like human.
Okay.
That's the word. Ningen is human. So Nin is also like ninja. Yeah, it's complicated, but basically it's the legendary 3. It's like the 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they're going off to look for her so that she can be Hokage because Jiraiya just doesn't really want to. He's not the man for the job, in his opinion. Itachi showed up and it was like, I thought he was here to get Sasuke, but no, he was actually here to get Naruto. There was a crazy fight. Kakashi got taken out
by the Tsukuyomi.
Yeah, that it was like Sharingan versus Sharingan, but because Kakashi, it's not actually his bloodline to be able to use that. He doesn't have
full access to the Sharingan.
He's sort of limited access there.
I need to look something up. You can continue to recap for a second. I need to look something up.
And yeah, so he got put into this like crazy jutsu that was Itachi could control all time, and he had to be in there for 3 days, but every second was like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
So it felt like he was in there for years, but it was only like a moment in real life time. So like all of a sudden he was just like fell onto the ground and they were like, what's going on, Kakashi? And then Guy showed up and then Itachi was just like, we're not actually here to cause a disturbance, so we're just gonna leave. And then they just left.
Mm-hmm. So real quick, Itachi did use the Tsukuyomi is a thing from the mangekyo sharingan. So Itachi did use the mangekyo sharingan.
Okay.
But what do I even say about that? There's a lot more to be revealed about it in the future. So just that was our first glimpse at the first tease of the mangekyo sharingan.
Okay.
Basically.
It was kind of hard to understand like what he was really doing there because he was like, you don't even know about this and I'm going to do this.
I'm going to hang on. I'm going to Google something again and see. I think the mangekyo, hang on, let's see. Okay, so it's like the awakened advanced version, the fully matured version of the Sharingan. And it literally translates to, okay, so the Sharingan means it translates to copy wheel eye because it's like a wheel. Mm-hmm. And it copies things. The Mangekyo Sharingan is a kaleidoscope copy wheel eye. So Mangekyo, I guess, means kaleidoscope. I didn't know that. I'm just Googling it right now. So sorry, everyone, if I'm getting this wrong. I'm just going off of the wiki. Yeah, it's kaleidoscope copy wheel eye. So it's basically, it's just the most advanced version of the Sharingan.
And this might be a spoiler, but does that have to do with the fact that he has, like, 3 commas? That's, like, the fully formed thing? Even though Kakashi has that, but he only has it in one eye. And it's not actually, like, his thing.
Well, we didn't get, like, I don't think we got, like, a full look at what that is. But okay. We saw him start to open his eye when he was using the Mangekyo. Because he was talking about, like, the full thing. And then he's, like, opening it up. And you could see it's the Sharingan. But we didn't see, like, if it was changed or, like, if it was what the deal was there. So, yeah, the fully matured Sharingan has the 3 Tomoe, but the Mangekyo Sharingan is, like, slightly different.
Okay.
But they were just teasing it like, oh, there's another version, but you don't get to see what it looks like.
That's just, like, not everyone in their clan even had that. Like, only, like, the very few people had that. And
Itachi's very special and very advanced. Like, even among the Uchiha, he's, like, one of the best that's ever been. So yeah, there you go. Alright, so that was a long enough intro. We're gonna get right into this Naruto episode 33. I'll just say the title. Jiraiya, Naruto's potential disaster. Let's go. I feel like Itachi showed up and he literally didn't even, like, address Sasuke at all.
Yeah.
Like, you think it'd at least be like, oh, I wonder how he's grown. He literally didn't even.
Like, Kakashi's like, are you here for Sasuke? And he's like,
no.
Who's that?
No, he literally said no.
I know.
Oh, yeah, he was like...
He's so fucking irrelevant.
Yeah.
That, like, sorry, who are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
oh, my
not that.
useless brother that I wasn't even worth killing him the first time.
Yeah.
Jutsu you're gonna teach me. The last time around it was the walk on water jutsu. Ooh, is it walking through fire? Or wait, maybe walking on air.
Is that a thing?
No. Yeah, that's the thing that I appreciate with the show. There's never a point where like flying is like, oh, everyone learned how to fly.
Not even the spirits can defeat this Sanin. The white-maned Toad Charmer, a red-hot ninja who strikes fear in the hearts of men, Master Jiraiya! Yes, I'm speaking of none other than myself.
You like that sound?
Completely unimpressed.
The lady who voiced Naruto in English, she fucking just understands. I don't know if it was really good direction or if she's just actually hilarious, but she did such... It's like calling him an idiot. Aho means idiot. I think I told you about that. Like, it's common to think like crows are like shitty. Like,
oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
like in Demon Slayer how they like are constantly all obnoxious.
Look, kid, I told you already. It's Jiraiya. Come on.
Stop being such a pervy sage.
Sage chose me as its traveling companion. Must mean something, right?
As you can tell.
The truth is, kid, a long time ago, the fourth Hokage used to be a disciple of mine.
Huh?
And you bear such a striking resemblance to the fourth that it's almost laughable. Sorry, that's the only reason I got for you.
So wait. I'm like the fourth?
This is the best thing I could have ever heard in my life.
What's up with you?
I'm like the fourth Hokage. That means I possess the same level of genius he did. I'm on my way to Hokage after all.
Are you sure flying's not a thing?
The only similarities you share with the fourth Hokage is pig-headedness and that spiky blonde hair.
What was that? You senile perv!
You stepped in it again. I wonder, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if Naruto knows that. I mean, it's common knowledge that the Hokage, like, sealed the fox spirit away, or, like, got rid of the fox spirit.
Over to Ino's house.
And Naruto knows that he has the fox spirit in him, but I don't know if he put together that, like, the fourth Hokage sacrificed himself to put the fox spirit in Naruto. Like, I don't know if he made that connection. He knows both of those things. He has to, but he's never talked about, like, how he kind of has that, like, weird connection with that.
Oh, hey, I should bring some of these over to Sasuke later, too. I wonder if he has a sweet tooth. Oh, and Naruto, too. He'd probably eat just about
You don't even know that Naruto left town?
No, they just left.
I guess so.
They just got the fuck out of Dodge.
Sensei, can you teach me Chidori, too?
I know you want to learn, but it's not as simple as all that.
Oh, we haven't seen this.
How is that fair? Come on, show me!
This is right after the funeral, because he still has all the...
I mean, you know, you protected me from the sand, right?
No. All right. To start, try gathering up some chakra in your palm.
Ha! Got it!
It wasn't me who rescued you. It was Naruto.
Am I getting it? Am I getting it? Oh, come on, Sasuke. You're just being overly modest again. Sure, Naruto's gotten stronger, but against the sand ninja?
I'm telling you the truth. You should have seen him. Naruto fought tooth and nail to save you, Sakura.
I feel like this music does not
Displayed a kind of strength he'd never shown before.
fit at all.
Naruto
It's just Sakura's music.
rescued me?
He's taking a shit.
Chidori!
That music did not fit that at all.
Save some for Naruto too.
I want some more insight into what Sasuke's thinking, like, right now.
Yeah.
You know? Like, he was going back to his roots, going back to the Uchiha
I wasn't.
temple shrine.
Wasn't able to do anything. I don't ever want to have to see that again. Watching all my best friends falling right in front of me.
No matter what happens, I swear I'm going to protect you. Multi-shadow clone jutsu!
Naruto just gets stronger and stronger. Compared to him,
That was pretty cool. Aha!
I'm pretty certain you could
Those
go
clouds are moving so
toe-to-toe,
fast.
though I'm not sure I could. He's on a whole other level.
Yeah, if we faced each other, both of us would be killed. A rather unappealing outcome. Even if there were more of us, the result would remain the same.
Never thought I'd have to go up against one of the legendary Sani. If we fight him, then both the Uchiha clan and the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist will have their names dragged through the mud.
True. But still,
True.
even the strongest of opponents always has a weakness.
God damn it. If only they left, like, the day before.
Yeah.
Fucking around at a shrine.
Keep it up. You'll be cursed.
Hey,
That's some soap.
Kirby Sage. What kind of a student was the fourth Hokage?
Ah.
I think it's safe to say he rose to greatness because of my tutelage. And me as a sensei. Well, kid, let's just say you hit the jackpot, okay? Oh, what? You don't believe me? A good sensei will naturally beget good disciples. That goes without saying.
So wait a second, Pervy Sage. If that's true, then who did you have for a
Who, me? I first studied under the third Hokage.
The third, huh?
Yep, this was back when the third Hokage was still a young spring chicken.
The Hokage spring chicken.
That's right. I was a young buck myself back then.
Asshole. Vandalizing a shrine. Like a roadside little...
What'd I tell you? Those curses are no joke.
Those
So
curses
wait a
are no
second.
joke.
You
Itachi
studied with
jumps out of the
Itachi.
bushes.
You go through the bell training, am I right?
Oh, bell training.
Yeah, I did. Forgot about that. Only I was tied to a stump. Man, I forgot how bad all that sucked.
What? You too, huh?
Huh? Me too? Me too what?
Forget about it. Hurry up and put those things back where you got them.
Easier said than done. I'm kind of tied up.
there are two bells.
We saw a little flash.
We saw a little bit.
One of us will get tied to the stump, huh?
You're pretty quick on the uptake, Orochimaru.
All right, I got this one in the bag.
This is so cool.
I want you to come at me with the intent to kill.
Literally the same. Literally the exact same.
Well, Jiraiya, looks like I win our little wager. Enjoy your time on the stump.
She actually got one though?
Up, you flat-chested cutty boy. You annoying little perv.
Okay, that's enough. Enough, Tsunade. You and Orochimaru head home.
Isn't it so weird hearing him say that? I wish Orochimaru didn't always look like that. You know?
You're
Okay, I wish that
unbelievable, you know that?
he looked at
How
normal
can
at
you be
some
a
point.
ninja? You keep falling for the same obvious traps over and over again.
Yeah, but
You can learn a few things from Orochimaru.
it's always the same thing with you, Sensei. Orochimaru this and Orochimaru that.
Super familiar.
Transparency jutsu I use is flawless when I'm out researching.
Oh boy, I'm
Transparency.
not even sure I want to know where you are with transparency.
I haven't been caught peeping yet. It's true.
All right, if you're so sure of
This was
yourself,
always a piece of shit.
I'll have to tag along next time.
Wow, Sarutobi Sensei, you're a perv.
Talk about corruption in politics, am I right? Good old boys in the Hidden Leaf Village. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait. Can we go back 1 second?
Yeah.
They're trouble, but from
I think Kakashi wasn't wearing a mask when we were looking from the window.
Oh, really?
Just I think you could see part of his face.
Yeah, I did it.
I think it might be a fuck up because he is wearing it in the next shot.
See?
But I just want to see. Just watch. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of a fuck up. Shows up at his house.
Why is Kakashi asleep?
I think I calls him
Why is this
Kakashi.
room full of Jonin? What are you doing? What the hell is going on here?
Not much, really.
Hey, is it true that Itachi has returned?
This piece of
Just blows the lid off.
I'm here to get Naruto?
Tells him the two worst possible things he could hear.
Oh, why does this always have to happen?
Oh no.
This is bad. The
So he's come back to the village, huh? And he's after Naruto? What does this mean?
Could you imagine the emasculation of that? Goes to Naruto's house.
Hey, Sasuke.
Where is Naruto?
Well, I don't know. I just got here myself. I wanted to give Naruto some sweets.
If Naruto gets caught, he's dead. I won't
Still
let that
underestimating him. Holy shit. He's fucking out. Which is, by the way, against the fucking rules.
To leave?
When you're an on-duty ninja. Like, you don't just leave. Crazy market, street performers and shit. It's not that big of a deal. Like, you can come and go as you please, technically speaking, but, like, to just go to another place like that, like, no, not telling anyone, it's kind of like a taboo. It's not really, like, 100% cool to just fuck off like that. Because that's what Rogue Ninja do. They just leave.
Naruto,
Huh?
a disciple should always obey his master.
Look, I just want to learn some jutsu, okay?
Yeah, no kidding. That's what makes you a disciple.
Mm. What?
Just, they're just freaking out.
You like Naruto?
Yeah.
This town isn't that far off.
Sasuke, you absolute moron.
Time I'm with starting to think he has no interest in training me at all.
The series is moving really fast at this point. Like, we're already in a different town. Itachi and Kisame are hot on their fucking tail. Sasuke learned about fucking Itachi and Naruto and is already there, caught up to them.
An old man, a guy with white hair.
I'm sorry, but this inn is for women only, I'm afraid. Guys, when did we decide it was nap time?
They're just bored.
Don't be looking blonde kid about my age staying here now.
Let's see now. That would be room number 1 on the second floor at the end of the hall. Huh?
Totally against the rules. Oh, hey, random person. Here's
Yeah.
here's the guest room number that you just asked for. Hope you
asked
don't
for it
assassinate
in a very
them.
aggressive manner
Yeah.
as well.
What now? Are you telling me?
Straight
Pretty,
to those
yeah,
shoes,
that was
those-
pretty slick.
I heard you're the first. Let me just unlock it.
Naruto! You're not.
Oh. Yikes.
Wrong Uchiha. Super intimidating. Alrighty, what do you think?
There's a lot going on in these episodes.
Yeah, it's really picking up. I actually looked at the filler list and just to check, and a lot of the times, like especially in like those fights from just the last arc, it'd be like manga canon / like mixed with filler or something like that. This one is just like manga canon, manga canon, manga canon. So it's moving somewhat like slow. Like it's not moving like as you would want if it was, say, a really modern show with like tight pacing. It's not perfect, but it's not like they aren't splicing it in constantly with a bunch of bullshit.
I would say it's about as good as I would want, because if it was going any faster, I don't know if I would be able to keep up.
This episode was particularly good, but like it's still like all the shots with Jiraiya, like randomly walking around, those were clearly inserted. It's better than sometimes I noticed while I was editing, sometimes during the finals of the tuning exams especially, but always the end would happen and then the last 5 minutes would be like slow panning shots and like crazy like framed behind like if two people are like squaring off, like just behind them from like a low angle as like it pans out and like expands, you get all fisheye, and it just be the crazy music and like so you think you can beat me, huh? Like it just be that shit for the last like 3 minutes. So it's better to cut to like Jiraiya randomly than that, but I don't know. It's pretty good. Like these last couple episodes have been pretty good pacing. What do you think though? What's going on?
Man, the fucking Sasuke just goes to the wrong room, and then at the same time, I thought I didn't see that coming.
You didn't?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was just gonna be like a meme of like Sasuke gets there and then Naruto's like, Sasuke, fuck off.
Yeah.
Or so
that was
something
pretty good
dumb.
though. If you didn't see that one coming, a lot of people do. I'm not sure if I did, but it was just like some people thought that the lady with Jiraiya was Itachi using like a sexy transformation jutsu type thing.
I thought
because Itachi was just like, oh, every ninja has their weakness. And then this random smoking hot girl alone walks just in front of them and has dark hair about Itachi's height, and then they're both like, whoa, crazy. So then they're like, a lot of people watching are just like, holy fuck, is that Itachi? Like,
I thought maybe something was going on with her, like when we first saw her, but then it didn't really seem to be, because they showed so many shots of her and Jiraiya just like hanging out. So I thought, oh, maybe not then. Damn. And then, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with Naruto and Itachi. Just, like, I don't know what they want him for. Like, to just kidnap him? Or do they want to, like, somehow get the fox out of him? Or, like, I'm not quite sure what they want him for. Which will, I guess, depend on what they do now that they found him. Or if they're just gonna destroy this town because Jiraiya's gonna have to fight them. He's gonna, like, find out and have to fight them.
Yeah, you like how they were saying at the beginning, like, if we were to fight, I'd probably die. Or, then Kisame was like, yeah, if we both went toe-to-toe with him, our names would be our family names would be dragged through the mud, or whatever. The 7 ninja swordsmen and the Uchiha clan would be dragged through the mud. So, like, I don't know if they didn't mean, like, oh, we'd die, but, like, we'd be fucked up and, like, you know, that'd be a strike against our record.
Yeah. And Naruto doesn't know about any of this.
Nope. Yeah, he's keeping him totally in the dark.
Keeping him in the dark, which is not a good thing.
Yeah, really not a good idea. Like, at least tell him. I don't know why they wouldn't tell him. Just like...
Yeah, it seems kind of weird, because if you're going on, like, this road trip that you expect to, at some point, run into Itachi, which is Sasuke's older brother, and looks fucking exactly like Sasuke, but older... So it's not like if Naruto saw him, he wouldn't know who he was, you know what I mean? And I feel like...
Because Naruto knows that about Sasuke's backstory and how his brother killed everyone.
So it's just weird, because it seems like Naruto, even if, like, I don't know, even if Itachi wasn't, like, coming for Naruto, but Naruto saw him out and about, he'd probably still, like, freak out about it, regardless of what was going on. And I don't know. It's just kind of weird that they don't tell him. Like, I kind of get it, but it's also just, like, the dumbest move, especially if you're gonna go on a date with some lady and leave Naruto in, like, the next town over.
Yeah. From
the town that you were just at.
Well, it is literally his weakness. Like,
That's true. Yeah. I don't know. It's just shitty, and I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it kind of. I wonder. I forget what if there is a rationalization for not telling Naruto about it, or if it's just like he doesn't need to know. So like we need to keep that information
I feel like
close.
he does need to know, though.
Like if it directly affects him, I feel like it's worth it to tell him that.
Especially because like they're on a road trip, so it's not like he's gonna tell anyone.
That's the thing. It's like, well, Naruto's a loudmouth, so you wouldn't want to give away the information about that you've gathered about the Akatsuki for the last like few months of or years possibly of research.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Anything else you want to say before we get going?
I think that's it. It was an interesting episode.
Can't wait.
But it's just setting up for the next thing.
Well, all the stuff with Sasuke, fucking like you see his face when he like.
He's like already, and he was like. I couldn't quite get a read on him when he was like telling Sakura, he's like, no, it was Naruto. And
he just feels like shit.
Yeah, he feels
like, fucking emasculated. Like he feels like he put in all this effort, and he is sort of like a fucking, you know, I'm so special. I'm the last of this bloodline. I was just
gonna say it's just kind of shitty of him because he's like exactly like the worst kind of person to have on your team. It's the kind of person who is unhappy when their friends succeed.
Yeah.
Just is so bitter if someone even though Naruto's skills and his skills are completely different. Like when he learns a new skill, Naruto's like, "Oh gosh darn, he learned a new skill, but I'm gonna try even harder to do better than him." But it's not in like a malicious way of like, fuck Sasuke, why does he think he's so much better than me because he learned that move? It's just like, oh, he does that, so I'm gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
But with Sasuke,
I'll show him, not like.
But with Sasuke, he's like, Naruto thinks he's better than me.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to get even better because I'm the one who's good on this team, not Naruto. Naruto's an idiot. I'm the only one who can protect everyone.
And it sucks because he could have gone the other way. Like in the Land of Waves, the only time where that wasn't true was like, he was like that in the beginning. When they were doing the bell test, and he was obviously better than Naruto. Then in the Land of Waves, they both were learning the tree climbing jutsu, and they like worked together and like worked off each other and produced a better result. But when they were actually fighting Haku, he didn't see Naruto go all out, but he was still the like main guy. Like Naruto was helping him get an edge on Haku when they were in the ice mirrors. Like, Naruto would run out because Sasuke told him to, and then Sasuke would hit the fireball jutsu. So, like, he's okay with that competition as long as he wins. He's just a sore loser.
Yeah.
But, like, he doesn't have the drive. He has the drive to compete if he comes out on top. If he loses, then like he just thinks it's bullshit.
Yeah, he just
basically
gets mad.
But he is training, but he just feels like he's hitting a wall, I think. Like and like he was talking to Sakura because he was basically like he was willing to at least admit that Naruto did it because he couldn't, and I think that's why he's pissed off is he can't justify it. He can't like rationalize, oh, it's because of I was fucked up because of the curse mark, or oh, because this or that. He had no choice but to be like, Naruto was stronger than me and saved you, and I can't claim to do that, or else that would just be even worse. And then to find out you've been surpassed by the person you thought was the weakest person in the village, makes you feel below, and your rival, like not only that, but like you've been surpassed, and then to find out your brother came here, you didn't even know about it. He didn't even come after you and try to kill you because you're such a like. You're not even on his radar. And then he went after Naruto. And the one person, like, so then, you know, but then he's like, okay, I gotta save Naruto. Naruto's no match for him. Still underestimating him.
Even after all he's seen, he's just like, you know, I'm the only one who can take on my brother. It's my brother. We have the same powers, so it has to be between us. It's our fight, not
after Naruto literally saved the village from Gaara. If Naruto wasn't there, the fucking Sand Spirit would have rampaged the Hidden Leaf Village. It would have been fucking Nine-Tailed Fox Part 2.
After Naruto straight up summoned Gamabunta, this like crazy giant toad, and then turned him into the Nine-Tailed Fox. Like
had enough chakra to not only summon, and then like
and Sasuke watched all that and is still like, you know, that was pretty impressive, but you know, I still don't think he could defeat my brother. Only I can defeat my brother.
It still's not getting to him. It's like
Yeah.
he can admit to Sakura. He can only admit to Sakura when he's faced with, what, am I gonna lie and say that I did it? No, that's so dumb. He's literally forced to tell Sakura, like, yeah, Naruto did it. But
as
then,
as Naruto's being an idiot.
Yeah.
And like,
but then when it's actually, like, he has to, like, apply that to his life, he can't do it. He can't be like, oh, maybe Naruto's better off than I am, like, it's good to go after him to try and help him if you think that you're his friend.
Yeah,
and want to help him.
It doesn't seem like he's doing it because
he's like, I need to protect him.
He's like, I need to go and like take back my place as protector of this group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
And it's not 100%. Like, he does
No.
not want Naruto to fucking die, but like, it's also like, it's mostly that. That's what's really driving him, and you can tell because when he's talking on the way there to himself, he's just like, Naruto can't take him on, blah blah blah, and it's like, so you're willing to admit to Sakura that you weren't strong enough and that Naruto was to save, but like you can't like apply that to like your actual. It's not like he's not getting it. He's not fully understanding that like he's not top shit anymore, and he like because he just can't wrap his head around it.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, but I feel like that's really common.
It is
for like
really
someone
common.
in his position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, he has a lot of pressure on himself,
and it's also just because he's like, I've trained so hard and I've done all this stuff, but it's because he literally wasn't even paying attention that Naruto was also training.
Yeah.
At the same time, like he just thinks, I know I did this, therefore I did more than anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And like, think about this? Why did he go after Naruto? Like, all the Jonin were just sitting there with Kakashi after the fight, and all they said was, Itachi was here, he went after Naruto, and they didn't even say Naruto left. He just went looking for Naruto as fast as he could, and then he found out he left the village, and then he's just like, oh, I need to save Naruto. It's like, he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't say Naruto's in danger, he left the village with Jiraiya.
Yeah,
they said, Itachi came, fucked up Kakashi, and was going after Naruto. And that's it.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, so you find out that Naruto, who has just proved himself to be incredibly strong, is with one of the other strongest ninja of all time.
He doesn't know about Jiraiya, though.
But I thought that everyone knew about, like, it's like, oh, he's one of, like, the 3, like, best.
Yeah, but, like, he didn't know, like, Jiraiya, he was like, when he was told about Jiraiya, he was just like, oh, Jiraiya, what? Like, yeah, they're legendary, but I guess the education just fucking sucks in Elite Village. They can't remember people who are, like, significant figures in their village's history who are literally alive still and walking around. Like, yeah, I guess the oral history is dog shit. Because the first and second Hokage, they're like, all these legendary old heroes. And it's like, they literally died, like, 10 years ago, probably. Or, like, 10, 20 years ago. Like, they have no fucking cultural memory at all. That's why they need to carve their faces in stone on the mountain, or else everyone's gonna just forget about them. Anyway.
Yeah, we had that moment of Jiraiya being like the Naruto.
Yeah, oh, that was good.
That was funny.
I love that shit.
That's funny as well.
Oh, Orochimaru.
Yeah, just...
You need to take after Orochimaru.
What are you doing? Be more like Orochimaru. He's my favorite student. He looks like he's dead, and he looks like he's about to become something evil. But that's okay. He's the best student here. It's interesting, though, how, like, it was the same test, and the same, like, a similar result happened, except the other two
each got
the bells and just left him there.
Yeah. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. Because, like, they were on a team, but they didn't really seem like they were... I guess that exercise is, like, when Kakashi was doing it, it was all about, like, the teamwork. Then it was just about the skill. I don't know if it was also about the teamwork.
It was also about the teamwork. They just both happened to get the bells. But, like, the overall lesson is still, like, you need to work as a team. You know. It just went a different way, I guess. They just taught it a different way. Because Kakashi was just like... The real test... Kakashi gave them, like, an out of, with like the whole lunch thing. Oh, I'm gonna go off. You guys have fun eating your lunch, and that was when the real test happened. The rest of it was just to test like their abilities and like get a feel for them. But yeah, they just took it a different way. But it is like the same thing, the same idea.
Oh. Well, did Orochimaru and Tsunade work together then, or did they just win despite not using teamwork?
I think they both just won. I see what you're saying though. It's like the whole point of it when Kakashi did it was, you know,
was like they were never gonna get the bells, and it didn't matter as long as because they couldn't get them on their own.
But then the other two just got the bells and Jiraiya didn't. So.
And Jiraiya just was tied up there forever, and they were like, "Ha, you idiot, Jiraiya."
Yeah.
And left. And the friggin' third Hokage just like, oh, maybe I should come with you next time.
And then Jiraiya, yeah, a good teacher begets good students, am I right? And then it's like
5 minutes later, Naruto and Jiraiya looking at the same lady.
It's like God, the cycle of objectification and corruption in politics, just like, just straight up misogyny, like
so bad. Yeah, Naruto shits on Jiraiya all the time for being pervy.
Yeah.
And doing the same shit.
Alrighty, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction review to Naruto. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye. And thank you to all of our patrons, especially those in the Student Council: Michael Wells,
Vash,
Salad Dallas,
Jude Caspino Buford,
Charles Liu,
D23L,
JC Andrada,
Napoleon Bonaparte,
Handicap Bonkai,
Brian,
Nelson Barbosa,
Xavier Rhodes,
Chris Janvey,
Yeet,
Lewis,
Iwan Pilger,
Aurora,
John Ortega,
and Zenge. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.